talking better, so maybe I don't need it. But anyway, every time, one of them is George Thomas. He's a young fella. And, oh, there's just, did you find it? You gonna lick it? Are you? You're the finder, aren't you, and the keeper. Did you like it? Was it good? Looked like it was good, huh? I was looking all over here because I thought it dropped right down. Here it is, right here. You can have it if you want it. You're not sure you want it. He's like, I mean, he doesn't say a word, but he just expresses so much, you know.
Yeah.
Yesterday evening we went for a walk. Well, did you see all the little flowers planted down there? We looked at those, and then we started back, and then a couple of times, I don't know what got into him, but he decided, golly, what did he do? He changed the direction several times on me, and I thought, okay, it's sun's gone down, so I can't watch that. And this was the longest walk we've taken, and oh, he just walked himself all over the place. Seemed to be enjoying it so much, you know. So we made it an extra. In fact, we came back up around this way and back, and we don't usually do that, you know.
Yeah.
But I just thought, well, you know, oh, he doesn't want to really lick. But he seemed to be having such a good time with this long walk, you know, and he really loves to do it. And he pauses and he looks at everything. Because we went out, that young man was not over there, so we started down this way and up that way. And Sonny kept looking way down the road, and I thought about Angel. I used to walk her all the way down to the blacktop down there, you know, because she's a bigger dog. But then we turned around, and he started coming back, but he didn't want to come back up this way. He wanted to come back up that way. So, but I just couldn't get over that. He just loves to, of course he sleeps. We had a morning walk too, and then he sleeps part of the middle of the day, so of course he was ready for an extra long walk, you know.
Yeah.
And he discovers several different new things, and I let him stop several times and investigate things. I thought, I'm not going to let him do that all the time because we'll never get home, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was fun, but I can't get over this. I mean, the amount of people they got searching around the world and working around the world is way on top of the local newscasters. They don't begin to have the world covered that well.
Well, yeah.
And he's just sent out people all over. Of course, they're going into all kinds of countries and doing this and that and the other. I hope they keep staying away from ones where they might, you know, get picked up or something, because I'd hate to see something like that happen, you know.
Yeah.
But they sure got news about everything, and the United States news too. But it's just incredible to me. I can just listen to that program. In fact, I got up and I started listening to the 9 o'clock one, and some reason or other that makes me mad. They kept no signal, and that's ridiculous. I mean, that's CTN. It's right here in Florida, you know.
Uh-huh.
And I thought if they do that to the 11 o'clock one, I'm really going to blow my top. But no, they had the whole thing on, and it was excellent. And he's just, of course, he's got, that's unhooked. I got my other thing in here.
Okay.
He's got, the first place he's got not only the broadcasting thing, but he's got that Regent University with all those educated people, so that's why he's got such a broad thing, you know, that he can do.
Yeah.
With people that after they're trained, they just want to go somewhere and do something, you know.
Yeah.
And but I honestly, but I guess that's part of it. I mean, if you and I can't. Of course, I'd probably narrow my view of things too if all they had was the newscasts on, because most of those are the same gross things. I mean, killings, rapings, bodies found here, wrecks out here, that over there, you know, and that's kind of hard to take, just to watch that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the national news or news programs that are on the news channels have more to them. You know, you can watch CNN or one of the news channels and get a lot more information about what's happening in the world than you can on the local news, because they're just concentrating on this area.
Oh yeah. I don't hardly watch the local news anymore. I got up and let's see, they got several earlier ones. Golly, they got them like, they used to have 5 and 7 and 9. They've got them right like this on the national news,
Mm-hmm.
and that's and world news, and that's reasonable enough. Although some of it's a lot of it is what would you call it? Well, it's news, and they want to be heard, so that it's a very exciting type of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, there was some sort of what have we been having here? We've been having tornadoes and hurricanes. Well, this morning there was either a tornado or a hurricane on the sun.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I saw that, but they only did that for a few minutes. But I
Yeah.
thought, geez, that is incredible, you know, to see something like that now. And
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
and they described when they had seen that before, and those kind of things are real interesting. Well, then they went into all this with whatever this is about the money, you know, and that got to be kind of cold because they're all going crazy buying, trying to, I guess they name it tomorrow or something, whatever that, you know, they're all putting in money, and there's like so many $1 million.
Oh, the lottery.
The lottery, and that they will discuss tomorrow. But I mean, they talked about that forever, you know.
Yeah.
Now that was kind of tiresome. But that thing about the sun was real interesting. And then they Eddie started it talking about something about Israel being attacked, and I think that was world news. I mean, that bunch that's up there in North Israel, they've been bombing Israel or shooting those things over into Israel for off and on for years. I mean, it's a wonder the whole country isn't destroyed, you know. But
Yeah.
The Jews are the Israelis are very intelligent. They have very intelligent people in their country that have been trained. And they've got God knows what that simply shoots down a lot of those things before they ever get over there. You
That's
know,
good, yeah.
that was fascinating to watch one day when they showed a lot of that, because
Yeah.
I hadn't seen a whole lot of that before, and I'd seen the machines, but I hadn't. When they started saying they were coming over so many the last day or so, I hadn't seen that kind of shooting over and then shooting them down. You know, before they get to any place where they're. But of course, still some of them hit. You know, places where people are.
Yeah.
They've been, this one or two of these Christian organizations that are over there have been trying to build or renew some of the bomb shelters around. I know especially in the areas where children are in school,
Mm-hmm.
they've been trying to do that, and of course asking for money for people to give to that type of thing, you know, and refurbish those so they have somewhere to go if they get an alarm.
Yeah.
They don't just have to sit in their school, they can immediately get up and go somewhere, you know.
Yeah.
But some of that was real interesting, but it was just craziness this morning. A lot of it was that money thing, and how do you figure out, how do you do it? Well, you do this and that, and they get it all figured out. You know, they say they can figure it out. I don't know whether they can or not.
I don't know.
They describe how somebody decides he's doing it again because he did it before by some system. So, but I don't know whether that's valid or not,
I
you
don't
know.
know.
But
I listen to the National Public Radio a
Uh-huh.
lot, and on the way over here, I was listening to it. And earlier, on my way to my house, they said that it was going to be $540 million. And then, between the time I got home and the next newscast, they said that the dramatic interest in it means that they've already sold so many tickets that it's now up to $640 million.
oh, really? That in that length of time? I noticed that was doing that this morning. You know.
It's going to keep going up because every time people buy tickets, more money goes into the jackpot, you know? So,
Well, they did say one thing that was encouraging. That I don't know how they expressed it, and it was only one type of thing, but I guess a lot of this money somehow but has been designated to go into school systems and that kind of thing.
yeah,
That to me is valid, you know.
yeah.
And sometimes the person, how do they say that? Sometimes the person, I don't know how they did that. Seemed to be they collected it before they were even finished raising it or something.
I don't know.
I don't know how that was. I didn't catch that. But I was just wondering, you know, if it's that much money, really, technically, why does it have to be such a big deal to one person? You know, it would be a good time to start financing some other things that need financing, like schools and things like that, you know.
Yeah, from what I understand about the way lotteries, most of the lotteries work, is that it's not, if I buy a ticket for $1, a certain amount of my money, that dollar goes into the jackpot, and a certain amount of the money goes, I think, to the state to use for projects. And in Florida, for example, the Florida lottery helps to fund education here.
Well, they said Florida doesn't have a lottery.
Well, we have the Florida lottery, but we're not participating in this national lottery.
No, I noticed that and I thought, well, I never knew